This is lesson 57, number 14, and it says, find the area of a segment bounded by an arc. Oh, I wrote the wrong thing. Find the area of a segment bounded by an arc of measure 80 degrees. Okay, so I got the wrong thing written down here. That's 80 degrees, sorry. And a chord, okay. Don't look at that picture. Okay, number 14. Find the area of the segment bounded by an arc, measure of 80. So this arc is 80, so that means that this is also 80, because the central angle and the arc are going to match. There's a chord which joins the endpoints. There's a radius of 10 centimeters, and there's a chord right here which joins the endpoints. They want the segment. A segment means this green part right here. Okay, the thing that looks like a slice of pie, that's called the sector. Okay, so I think what we're going to have to do is go sector minus triangle. Okay, so does that seem like a doable plan? Because I'm trying to find this little green part. So if I could find the whole slice of pie, I call it a slice of pie, the sector, and then subtract this triangle, that's going to equal the segment. Is that okay? An okay plan? Okay, so I think we know how to do all these things. I think we know how to find the area of a triangle and the area of a sector, and we know how to subtract, so I think it's going to work. How do we find the area of the sector? In other words, this whole slice of pie right here. That whole pie. How about we find out what part of the circle that is? Like, it's more than half. It's not half the circle. It's a certain fraction of the circle. It's 83/60ths to be exact. Do you buy that? It's 83/60ths of the circle. So if I can find the area of the circle and times it by 83/60ths, that'll give me the sector. Can we find the area? Do we know how to find the areas of a circle, like the formula for it? Yeah. So we can go pi, what's r? R is 10, and if I square it, if you don't mind, I'm just going to write 100 here. It's 10 squared. Pi r squared. Okay, so we can probably fix that up some. We can get rid of some zeros. We can, well, I don't know. That gives me 100 over 36 times pi. Maybe I just put that in my calculator and see if it gives me a nice fraction. 800 divided by 36. That gives me 200 over 9. Right, because I could, so that means I can divide top and bottom by 4. So that give me 200 over 9. So that's just a bunch of fraction math. You could do it with decimals if you wanted to. So that's the area of the sector. So now I'm going to subtract the triangle. And Rachel was my hero in the last problem because she helped us find the area of a triangle. We know triangles go 1/2 times base times height, right? That's how the area is for a triangle. So we need to go 1/2 times base. What, you want to use 10 for base? Is there any way to get the height of that thing?
10 sine 80.
10 sine 80. Why does this hurt my brain so much? Sine of 80. So, what? I have to peek at the answer book. 14. So they did 10 sine 80. How do you do that? How do you do that, Rachel?
On lesson 56 at the bottom of the page, you take the degree and then you take the assigned degree and then I just put the base height in front of it.
Is that always gonna work though?
I don't know.
Lesson 56 at the bottom of which page?
367.
Page 367. Okay. So so that'll work. So notice that they used the, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Notice that they used the 12, which was not the one that they chopped in half. Okay, so I have to make sure that on my picture, that can't be the one I chop in half, right?
Okay.
Wait, so what? Oh, wait. Okay, so we're gonna go like, oh, because this is 10 too, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're both 10. Thank you. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so the picture works. Everything's fine. Miss Flynn had a bad brain moment. So if this is H, then it's, I hope that you guys can see that that's opposite and that's hypotenuse, and so that's why we're using the sine function, right? Sine 80 is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite's H, hypotenuse is 10, so it's 10 sine 80. If you multiply both sides by 10 to get H by itself, you have 10 sine 80. That's what you said a whole long time ago. Thank you. I'm super glad you're here today, Rachel. 10 sine 80. And that gives me some little number there. Gives me this like 9.84 number. Now that is my height. 9.848, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to go ahead and just multiply that. Half of 10 is 5. I'm just going to multiply that by 5. Times 5. That give me that number. So I got 200 over 9 times pi minus 49.240, blah, blah, blah. That's going to equal my sector. So I think what I'm going to do is cheat, and I'm going to take that and subtract the 200 over 9 times pi, and just, it'll give me a negative answer, but I'll know what to do. Pi over 9. So it's not really negative though. So that's, did anybody get 20.57-ish? Yeah, you get all this stuff too on there, right? So, and let's see if that's the right answer. That's what they got too. They wrote 20.57 centimeters squared. So that was an interesting problem because you had to know how to find the area of a sector, and you had to know how to, you know, solve the triangle mystery that it's only mysterious to me. And then you had to know that you didn't need to do the subtraction because you need to know what a, that thing right there I think is called a section. Is that what they call it? It's called a, sorry, it's a segment. So this thing is a segment. And that thing is a sector. It's a difference. Segment and sector. Okay. Any questions? No.